So usually I'm working from home, but if I'm going to go out either to a coffee shop or a co-working space, this is my go-to setup. The bag, the tools, and the little extras that I need to make my workday go just a little bit smoother. Hopefully like a lot smoother. So getting right into it, let's start with the bag itself. This is the Ikigai backpack from Nomad Lane. And since I love and have been traveling with my Nomad Lane bento bag since about 2017, when they came out with a travel backpack, this one, I was curious. While I haven't taken any trips with it yet, it seems to work really well for a everyday carry to the coffee shop or to the co-working space. There's a dedicated laptop compartment, which fits a 15-inch laptop. The laptop sleeve is padded with a soft lining, so the main compartment itself is structured for travel and everyday carry. The inside front flap has a zip pocket for any smaller items, and then a secondary mesh-lined pocket. Really easy access, while still keeping your stuff, all together. The front exterior pocket has a really big pocket inside it with a magnetic closure and 3 pen holders. Also, there's a key ring on an elastic band, which makes it super easy to use without having to unlatch your keys if you don't need to. The interior is lined with a lighter color fabric, which is perfect for visibility. It's really easy to find little things in there versus having a dark color fabric where you can't see anything. The left side exterior zip pocket fits a large water bottle, super handy. Now onto the back of the backpack. Of course, it is a travel backpack, so there is a trolley handle back there. There is a hidden pocket back there for valuables, a passport, a wallet, a phone. There's also significant padding above and below the trolley sleeve, so if you're wearing this backpack for a long time, you'll be fine. So if you are looking for a backpack that works perfect for travel, but also for your everyday life, definitely consider the Ikigai backpack. I'll leave links in the description box below so you can go ahead and check them out. Thanks to our buds at Nomad Lane for sponsoring this video and for letting me check out this backpack for my everyday carry situation. Okay, moving on to the workhorse of this whole setup. If I didn't have this thing, I can't work. It is the MacBook Pro M2 2023 edition. This is the 16-inch model with the M2 chip, 16 gigs memory, and 1 terabyte of hard drive space. Solid state drive, whatever it's called. SSD. Now, luckily for things like Dropbox Cloud and my external hard drives, I don't need to worry too much that 1 gigabyte is kind of small. Not 1 gigabyte, 1 terabyte. 1 gigabyte, can you imagine that? So a 16-inch laptop can be kind of cumbersome. It's a little bit heavy, but this is my main and only computer. And plus, on top of that, sometimes because I have kids, I work at home a lot, I don't always get to sit at the comfort of my desk with my large monitor. I also think a 16-inch laptop is great when you're traveling. I happen to travel a lot to visit family, and I like, when I have to work, having a bigger screen to use. Yes, it does kind of suck to travel with a heavier laptop, but when I'm there, it's super useful. Next up is my 100-watt charger block from a brand called Anker. So my MacBook came with this huge brick of a charging block. It's massive, which makes sense because my laptop needs a lot of wattage to be charged. But then I found this really compact charging block from Anker. I do like that it's really compact, and there are 2 USB-C plugs, so I can charge my phone and my laptop. And there's an extra USB-A slot just in case I have something else to plug in there. If I'm traveling, especially to a coffee shop, I don't want to carry anything big. I'm trying to minimize all the stuff I have and the bulk of everything. So having this is really nice. Also, because there is a 100-watt charging capability, it charges my laptop super duper fast, which I think is very important. So to me, this is perfect for throwing in my bag when I'm about to head out to the coffee shop, and I just leave the brick at home if I need it there when I get back later. Next up is my USB hub from a brand called Aukey, I believe it's pronounced. This small, slim USB hub, I've had it for years. It works really well. My current MacBook Pro has a SD card slot and a lot of USB-C ports, and most of my gear externally is USB-C connected, so I don't necessarily need this all the time anymore, but just in case I need a few extra USB-A plugins, I have this guy. Next up, my SanDisk Extreme Portable SSD. This is the 4 terabyte version. I love this thing. I wish I had more of them. I don't know why I don't. Had this for years, super reliable, never lost it, never lost any files on it. And I actually use it as my working drive when I'm dealing with really large media files, such as files for making YouTube videos. It's super easy to transfer files back and forth to my hard drive, and I can actually use it as an active drive because it's super fast. But this thing is so slim and light and easy to pack, it's a no-brainer to throw it in my bag. Oh, by the way, if you are enjoying this video so far, would you mind hitting that like button? It's right down there. When you do, it helps this video reach more people just like you. Thanks. Okay, on to headphones. First off, the AirPods 3rd generation. I've had these since 2021, and honestly, these are the most used headphones that I have. I always have at least one in my ear at all times because I'm pretty much using it all the time anyway, either listening to music or a podcast or I'm on a call. I will literally drain the power in one, swap it, put the other one in my ear, and then charge that one. That's how I roll. So as I was filming the B-roll for this video, interestingly enough, the AirPods 3, one of them died. Sad. So I had to buy a new set. Enter the AirPods 4th generation. Now you may be wondering why I don't go for the AirPods Pro. Well, it's because I have these headphones from Technics. I did get these sent to me, but I've had a few months to test them out, and they're incredible. The sound is amazing. The noise cancellation is outstanding. The sound is super crisp, and it actually feels really comfortable wearing for hours and hours. You can stay connected to 3 different devices, so like my iPad, my iPhone, and my MacBook, they're all connected to this thing. Also, the battery life is no joke. I also like using these at night when everyone's like asleep and I want to watch a movie. I toss these in my ears. I can have the volume at exactly the level I want, and I can hear everything perfectly, super crisp. Everything's noise canceled out, and it sounds incredible. And I don't have to worry about bothering anybody, which is nice. Next up is this mini tripod from Ulanzi. It's just a compact little phone stand that is easy to set up and use if I have to take a video call or I want to film something really quick. It doesn't happen often, but it's nice to have. It is magnetic, so my phone just slaps on there and stays perfectly still. And this thing is metal, so it's surprisingly sturdy for what it is. Also, it's very easy to adjust. You can angle it back or have it stand straight up depending on what kind of angle you want your phone to be at. Best of all, it folds down really slim. I can throw it in my bag in one of the pockets, or I can even put it on like a carabiner style. So if you do like having your phone propped up while you are working, then this is definitely a good option to consider. Let's move on to drinks. My Owala free sip water bottle. Ooh, so good. If I'm leaving the house, this bottle is probably coming with me. If I'm going to the gym, if I'm going to go to a coffee shop, go to a co-working space, I'm taking this thing. I've gone through a lot of water bottles over the years, and this is hands down the best one I've ever tried. Like, it keeps your drinks cold forever. Ice lasts in there for hours. It's totally leak proof too, at least in my experience. I throw it in my bag and I never have to worry about it leaking. Admittedly, it's a little bulky. It's not super light, but it is just so great to use and to have. It's just one of those things that quietly does its job really well, and I appreciate that. My stainless travel mug from Zojirushi, I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is the coffee mug that I take with me if I want to bring my brew from home to the, not a coffee shop, but the co-working space, because the coffee there is, it's a little mid, let's be honest. It's compact, totally leak proof, at least in my experience, and it does keep my coffee hot for hours, which is important. It's also really easy to clean. You just pop everything off, disassemble it real quick. Like, the lid has some things, you guys gotta pull it all apart, throw it in the dishwasher, and you're good to go. So I know it's a little crazy. Sometimes I don't want to bring 2 drink containers, but if I'm gonna be out all day, I'm gonna want water, I'm gonna want coffee. So sometimes you just gotta bring both. Back to electronics here. I mean, obviously the iPhone comes with me. The iPhone 15 Pro Max has been one of my favorite iPhone models to date. I've had it for a couple years now, and I haven't even thought about upgrading it once. I've had no performance issues. The battery life is solid. The screen is massive. I'm starting to run out of space now, but that's my fault because I have like 25,000 photos of my kids. So that's on me. Most of my short form content is filmed directly on the iPhone, and then I just port it over to my laptop and I edit it in Premiere. On it, I have a clear case from Anker with a MagSafe and a little kickstand on it, which is kind of cool. I actually don't use the stand part as much as I thought I would, but I do like having it for the occasional, like, I'm having lunch and I want to watch something real quick on my phone. I can prop it up, super easy. The extra grip from the handle makes it nice too, just to have that extra security if I'm on a call or something, or it's like a little fidget toy. Overall, this combo has been solid, reliable, just works. My Kindle Paperwhite. If I'm in the middle of a good book, it's nice to be able to pop this out when I need to like reset a little bit. And just take a little breather from whatever I'm working on. It's super slim and barely takes up any space, fits nicely in the Ikigai backpack. There's a perfect pocket for it. It's just a no-brainer to bring. Why not? The one thing I don't love about Kindles is their user interface. It just feels really delayed and buggy. Once you're reading it, it's great though. So if you're looking for non-phone downtime, you might want to consider bringing a Kindle with you. Hey, really quick, if you haven't already, would you mind hitting that subscribe button? Especially if you are over 37 and a half and you like chatting about menswear, men's style, men's interests, travel, maybe some EDC. Also, if you're a dad, let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you guys because I'm a dad myself. All right, back to it. So I usually have 2 notebooks with me when I head out for work at the coffee shop or the co-working space. The smaller one is this chunky spiral bound notebook from 5 Star. You might have had one of these if you are like me, you grew up in the 90s and you bought 5 Star notebooks. I used to use these things all the time back in school. So like I said, jotting down ideas, writing to-do lists, just scribbling out thoughts. And what I like about this too is that you can tear out pages really cleanly. So if I was done with a to-do list, I can just rip it out. The other notebook is a red Moleskine that I've used for years. I have several of them. I basically treat it like a more polished space for working through bigger ideas that I might have. I do like having it with me just in case inspiration strikes and I have to write something down really quick. It's gonna go in there. The spiral notebook though, that one always lives in my bag and I love bringing that thing with me. And then if I don't bring it, I definitely notice. So you might be wondering, B, what do you write with? Like a Bic? A pencil? What do you use? So lately I've been using the Sharpie S Gel, and it's one of the smoothest writing experiences that I've had in a long time. I'm also left-handed, so not all pens work very well for me since I'm pushing the pen versus pulling it across the page like you right-handers out there. But this one flows really nicely and I haven't noticed any problems. The 0.7mm tip is a little bit inkier and thicker with the lines, but I like that better, and it seems to dry fast, so I never smudge it with my hand as I'm writing across the paper. You can buy a 5-pack at Target and they're really cheap. You're not gonna worry if you lose it. Next up, I have some pocket knives, and this is just a nice to have. You don't really need to bring one, but I like having it just in case. Plus they're small enough that you don't have to think twice about it. So first up is the WESN D2. This was sent to me just to test out and I ended up really liking it. It's made from legit materials. D2 tool steel blades, ceramic bearings, grade 5 titanium handle. It's the same stuff that's used in way pricier knives. Also, this thing is tiny. It weighs about an ounce and it's like the size of a house key. It's perfect for opening boxes or snipping a loose thread. Next up is this little guy, the Sidewinder Mini from Craighill. So this one I bought because I love the design of it. Craighill makes incredible products for your desk for every day, but they make really well thought out, well designed things. And this little mini knife is no exception. So it doesn't look very tactical or overly aggressive. It actually looks really sculptural, really clean and minimal, and it's kind of fun to use. It flips open with one hand and it latches securely. And the built-in keyring makes it super easy to carry around without it taking up a lot of room. Most of all, it looks good and it looks different, which I like, and it's fun to use. Okay, so I always keep a Burt's Bees lip balm in my pocket. Sometimes I throw it in my backpack, so sometimes I end up having two. I keep it next to my watch and my wallet in the little tray that I have next to my door. Always easy to grab, and it's always with me. I personally prefer the classic Burt's Bees lip balm. I just like the menthol and the honey and the vanilla. It's great. Is it menthol? Is it peppermint? Something like that. It's really tingly. It's nice. There are no weird, scary ingredients, and I feel like the moisturization lasts a really long time. I mean, I apply it like every 5 minutes anyway, so I don't know. I wouldn't even know if it lasts longer than 5 minutes. Okay, so my keys. What is on my keychain? Now, I wish I had a better, cooler keychain thing that I'm using right now, but I'm actually in between keychain things. So if you do have a suggestion for me, I'd love to hear it. Right now, I just keep all my keys on a really big key ring. So some of the ones I'm considering are maybe something more design forward and decorative, like this Wilson key holder from Craighill. Maybe a more streamlined key organizer like the Orbit key, or even something more basic and utilitarian like this dual-gated carabiner from NetEyes. But if you do have any favorites that I should look at, let me know in the comments below. For now, I think this works really well. It's such a small footprint. It fits so easily in my hand and in my pocket or in my backpack. I don't really have to think twice about it, but I am still curious if there's a good option out there for me. The sunglasses that I've been wearing the most lately are the Panorama model in the Nori color from a brand called Knockaround. I do love a bold frame, something with a little bit more color, something more interesting, because usually my outfit is pretty subdued. I wear a lot of neutrals, menswear neutrals, in fact, and I don't have a lot of color on me. This color is wild in the best way. Kind of olive, kind of seaweed, kind of sage. The glossy finish gives them that slightly elevated edge. It's not matte, but it's also not overly flashy. So that's a pro tip for you. If you typically wear a lot of dark colors, a lot of neutral colors, and you want to add some more interesting color, try adding them in your accessories. I think this frame shape is a nice mix between modern and vintage. It's squarish, but not boxy. And these things are very lightweight and comfortable to wear all day. The lenses are polarized, so there's not like a weird glare when I'm outside. It's really easy to see things. And maybe best of all, they're like under 50 bucks. So if I lose them, if I sit on them, if I leave them at the coffee shop, I'm not too worried about them. I can just get another pair. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, you're gonna wanna watch one of these next.